Good evening. 8 o'clock my time, probably about 7:59 your time. We have again a little bit of a delay. Sorry, I'm just trying to connect to Facebook as well. If you're watching on YouTube, your compadres on Facebook will be turning up more or less at the same time. I think we're on there now. So, good evening, everybody, or probably more likely, good evening, anybody. I'm Sandy McLelland, and I'm going to sing a few songs for you and hopefully entertain you along the way. I'll start with a song that I quite often start with. It's just kind of, it eases me into things a little bit, gets my fingers moving and gets the voice going. This is called River of Tears. Tear in a mother's eye as her son goes to war, like it was his first school day. How could a child so weak she held in her arms turn back from her and choose to go his own? A family man in an eternal plan watches his newborn one only a heartbeat away. He has no fears for her as long as he's by her side. He can hold on to her certainty in her. When it all comes down, all the joy and the fears. When it all comes down, it's just a river of tears. I know this broken world is for change. Be the ones to blame. So let's be bound by a promise we know we can make. Yeah, to light up a day, to light up the way. Yeah, to light up a day. So you better lift up your voice, learn to rejoice. Let every breath that you take make something better each and every day. 'Cause all we have is right here, and we hold it so dear. We can take better care. I want some small way. So when it all comes down, all the joy and the fears. When it all comes down, it's not just a river of tears. It's a night, just a river of tears, but you're more than a river of tears. It's a night, just a river of tears, but you're more than a river of tears. So when it all comes down, it's not just a river of tears. I'll fix my hat back on. That was River of Tears. I'll quite often start with that tune in the absence of a band because it just kind of gets my hands going and the voice going a wee bit and all the rest of it. A very good weekend to you all in this going into the third month of lockdown. Well, most of us, not senior cabinet aides or whatever, but most of us. Once again, I'm broadcasting to you from the future because this is going. Because of my technical situation here in leafy Hertfordshire, I'm broadcasting this to a third-party server, and then they're sending it onto YouTube and to you guys on Facebook. And so I'm 25, 30 seconds in front of you. But to everyone already who's said hi and you're listening in and looking in, fantastic. Thank you, Paul Reeves, Simon Meakin, Collie Duncan, great, Ian Anderson, Tony Byrne, Derek, how you doing, man? Martin Yates. Music City Member, thank you very much, sounding great, thank you. Andrew J, who's he? I know him from somewhere. My family in Scotland, very good. My family in Scotland are moving. Sam Wall, how you doing, Sam? I hope things are going well. Tonight's going to be a little bit different because I haven't done many of these streams. I've done 2.5. I did one last week on behalf of Blues and Roots Radio, who have been amazing supporters of my music all last year and into this year. Blues and Roots Radio all around the world do incredible support for truly independent artists who are outside the mainstream a bit. You know, we leave the music industry alone and it leaves us alone, and that's kind of okay. And tonight, co-hosting this with me is my very, very good friend Graham Steele of the Graham Steele Music Company. And some of you watching and listening will know Graham, and you'll know what a great guy he is and how much he also does here in the UK for people like me who are trying to find an audience and build some relationships around the place. And so I don't have a tips jar. I never have a tips jar for these kind of things. But if you're enjoying anything this evening, and even if you're not, please scuttle on across to Graham Steele Music Company's PayPal page and drop a couple of shillings in the old man's hat there. I'm sure he would be grateful. I'm going to do some different tunes for you tonight, and this is awkward because loads of them I haven't played before live, and so there will be roadkill. I hope nobody will get hurt. Anyway, I'll press on. This is a song called To Prove a Love to You. dry handful of dust. You saved my broken, severed heart. I know I can't save us if I can prove my love to you in the morning. If I can prove my love, baby, can we try? If I can prove my love to you, if I can prove my love to you, if I can prove my love, baby, can we try? One more time, baby, can we try? Yeah, one more time. Please don't think that the way we are is how it has to be. Don't got forever broken heart. I know I can't be. If I can prove my love to you in the morning, if I can prove my love, baby, can we try? If I can prove my love to you, 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 if I can prove my love, baby, can we try? One more time, baby, can we try? Yeah, yeah, yeah. One more time, try. One more time, try. One more time. That was To Prove a Love to You. The more observant amongst you will have noticed that I forgot a couple of lines here in the last verse, but I think I probably bluffed by it. Nobody was hurt, I think. Hope you guys are having a good weekend. We're having a very nice time here up in leafy Hertfordshire, where I'm broadcasting to you from the splendour of a box room at the top of the house that I can barely fit in with a guitar and a microphone and a computer. I've had to take the doors off the wardrobes behind me. Behind this theatrical, glamorous backdrop are a series of wardrobes with no doors on. I had to take the doors off to just kind of get in the room. Anyway, let's move on. I'm going to sing a wee song that I wrote for my sweetheart. And I was prompted to write this by our little 2-year-old boy, Jack. Jack and I were sitting one morning, early morning, watching the TV, and I think it was an old run of a very old episode of a terrible American show called Hawaii Five-0 that we found in the middle of the night. He'd waken a bit early. And so we were sitting watching it, and he was less than impressed by what was going on. I think he was explaining to me that he thought the narrative was quite weak, and he didn't think that the lead performance by, I think it was a guy called Carl Wardland, was up to scratch. Nonetheless, I digress, because he also made it clear to me that he was growing a little bit tired of his mum's constant, what he called constructive criticism. And having explained to him that if I had to do what she said, he had to do what she said, he sort of took that on board in quite a mature fashion for a 2-year-old. And he encouraged me to try and cheer his mum up and get him off the hook and get her off his case by writing a little positive and affirming song for her. So this is a wee song for her and about her, and it's called I Believe in You. Well, I've been thinking for a long, long time. It's all or nothing. You're so hard of man. And if you're wondering about my sad, sad song, I'll always be there, baby, to keep you strong. 'Cause baby, when I look at you, well, I know there's nothing that I won't do. My baby, when I look at you, well, I know you'll always see me through. Baby, I believe in you. I believed in you from the very first night. Believed in you 'cause it felt so right. I believe you make my day worthwhile. Believe in you 'cause you make me smile. I believe in you when I hear you say you believe we'll always feel this way. Baby, baby, I believe in you. 'Cause baby, when I look at you, I know there's nothing that I won't do. Now, baby, when I look at you, I know you'll always see me through. Baby, I believe in you. I've been thinking for a long, long time. It's all or nothing, this old heart of mine. And if you're wondering about my sad, sad song, I'll always be there, baby, to keep you strong. 'Cause baby, when I look at you, well, I know there's nothing that I won't do. Now, baby, when I look at you, well, I know you'll always see me through. Baby, I believe in you. Yes, I do. Yes, I do, do. Yes, I do, darling. There's a song called I Believe in You, which is about my sweetheart Denise, who I think might be watching, or she might be bored by hearing all this now, given that she lives with it day in and day out. Anyway, cheers. This is entirely medicinal. Cheers, guys. Okay, so as many of you know, some of you know, any of you know, I had an album out which came out in September and was really lucky with that, and was fortunate to see it eventually. Someone's just made a little comment going, we've been using baby bio on my sunflower here. No, I haven't. They grow very big. Those of you who don't have an understanding of botany, sunflowers are very big, and equally this is a question of scale and perspective. I'm trying to make myself seem slimmer and smaller by having the sunflower to the foreground, and that makes me seem smaller. Anyway, thank you, Phil Weller, for a comment which is up to your usual hopeless standard. I've gathered some very good friends. My album did quite well and got to number 1 on the UK country chart eventually, and stayed there for a few days, and I've been all over the country playing, and people are always asking for me to play songs, some of which I play and some of which I don't play because I feel that some of the songs don't work so well without a bit of a more full arrangement that you get with a kind of on the recording and with a band or whatever. But the the one thing that's been a constant niggle is there's a song on the record, which is the best song I've ever written, and it's probably the best song I ever will write. I got a lot of songs to write, but this is probably the best song I will ever write, and it concerns these good people. I'll lean in so you can see them. These good people were my mum and dad. And they didn't have very much when they were raising me, and I've got family in Scotland who are sharing this moment with me tonight, and they'll understand that. But if there's one thing good Glasgow folk have got going for them, is even if they haven't got anything, they'll share it with you. And my mum and dad were exactly like that. They didn't really have anything, but they gave me everything. And so I wrote a wee song about them. And I think we're going already. It's called My Hometown. And as I said earlier, this is the best song I've ever written. And for those of you who are watching, and I know some of you are musicians, I can see from the comments, you understand the process of recording. For those who don't, generally when I'm recording something, I'll make a very rough version of it, and I will do what's called a guide vocal. And the guide vocal is a kind of rough vocal you do, and that allows you to work on the track as you build up to a finished version, and then you'll do a final vocal and you'll get it nice and polished, and it'll be your best effort and whatever. And on the record, on this track, My Hometown is the only track that has, on the finished record, a scratch guide vocal. And that guide vocal I sort of blubbed my way through one day, because I find this song almost impossible to sing. But I'm going to have a little go tonight, and actually I don't know if there is a throwing in the towel emoji. But if it gets too ridiculous and I don't have voice and I can't get through it, for God's sake, somebody throw the towel in, and we'll move on to something else that I can do. I've never ever sung this song before, live or almost at all, because I find it a bit awkward to sing. Anyway, let's have a wee go. This lucky man was deep inside of me before I left my hometown. All I needed, they both gave to me there. Made a man of me before I left my hometown. I suppose I did some things by myself, but they were never far behind. Back in my my mother say, take off those shoes, put them away. And I can hear my father say, woman, when I get some time. And I can see his smiling face the night we had our last embrace. I know she was by his side the night they finally both left my hometown. Nothing left in my time, thinking they were fine, 'cause they were smiling as they waved the day that I left my hometown. that I left my hometown. And I suppose I could have dared to hold on, but they were never tying me down back in my hometown. My father cried until the night my mother died, proud and silent standing there, gently stroking on her hair. And times were bad and times were good, you always knew just where they stood. They would give their last to you, never faithless, always true. On the darkest day, that cold October, drinking till I was stone cold sober, and knowing that they both were gone, I'd have to make it on my own. And I sat down in his favorite chair. I could have done more if I'd stayed there and taken better care of them back in my hometown. Nothing left in my hometown. And I went back the other day, I felt I'd never been away. The things I thought would make me sad, lifting me up, made me glad. The spirit of this wondrous place makes me what I am today. I realize I've come to see it means everything to me. In every moment of every day, an echo of them finds its way to tell me they know I am strong. They believe I can go on. The streets are made of what they are, the river's still there beating hard, and everywhere I look I see the loving faces smiling back at me. Everything is my hometown. Everything is my hometown. Everything is my hometown. Everything is my hometown. Calls for a drink, that. Sorry guys, a little bit of roadkill along the way there, but I haven't played it before, and I find it quite hard to concentrate on that. Anyway, first time ever I've done it, I kind of got through. It will get better. It's a bit of blues for you. Just called All in the Name of Love. Something for me, I have got something for you. How would I know if you don't want me to? Not one for overstating, but if you keep us waiting, I could be taking this decision for you. Yeah, you. You're afraid to show it because of something someone else did to you. Forget the complications, just feel the stimulation. We could be standing at the edge of the blue. Yeah, you can walk away, wish and hope and pray. We both know that won't be enough. Or you can walk right in, take it on the chin. All in the name of love, all in the name of love. isn't sure what you're thinking of. Never gonna get it by being afraid. Everybody knows what I mean. If you got something for me, I got something for you. How would I know if you don't want me to? Not one for overstating, but if you keep us waiting, I could be standing at the edge of the blue. Yeah, you can walk away, wishing, hope and pray. We both know that won't be enough. Or you can walk right in, take it on the chin. All in the name of love, all in the name of love. We both know that won't be enough. Or you can walk right in, take it on the chin. All in the name of love, all in the name of love. All in the name of love. All in the name of love. There you go. Song about kind of saying what you mean and meaning what you say. Avoid confusion. Just to be soppy, I had a nice message there from a sweetheart who is watching downstairs. We had terrible trouble getting her little 2-year-old to go to bed tonight because on a previous one of these streams he broke into the room while I was performing to my public, and as charming as it was, it held up the whole stream and people were slightly cross in one way or another. But anyway, he's gone to bed. If like me, you've lived a bit, you've been in loved, and you've lost, you can be forgiven for thinking that might have been your only chance. And if you're lucky like me, and I'm very, very lucky, I got another chance. And let me tell you, if you get another chance, don't make the same mistakes you made the first time round. Trying to tell myself some how every little victory means love's catching up on me, on and on, on and on. The dress that you wore was blue. Night I opened up to you. I guess I just didn't have a clue how to be with you, how to find you, how to stay with you, how to be true, how to reach for you, how to touch you. Because it's you, I am willing to try. Cause it's you, I have nowhere to hide. Cause it's you, I'm doing the best I can for now, while I'm working on forever. Because it's you. I'm trying to convince myself, son, Love has a plan for us. No, it doesn't, but you hope it does. On and on, on and on. Now it seems very clear and true. I get everything to hold on to. I just hope I can get through to you. I wanna be with you. I wanna find you. I wanna stay with you. I wanna be true. I wanna reach for you. I wanna touch your eye, because it's you. I am willing to try, 'cause it's you. I have nowhere to hide, 'cause it's you. I'm doing the best I can for now, while I'm working on forever, because it's you. 'Cause it's you. Because it's you. Because it's you. That's because it's you. How are we doing for time? We're good for time. I can sing a few more. If you want the eyes, I'll sing a few more. This is a song about girls that are bad for you, but you can't give them up. A little bit of fun. Sort of having fun, all in serious. Guys, again, can I stress to you that the Graham Steele Music Company is doing this with me tonight. Graham gets me gigs all over the place that I've no right to get, but he gets them from me because he's a fan and a friend, and he's a friend more than a fan, frankly. Please, if you've got anything left in your purse, and I know we're all buying loads more drink these days, we're definitely doing that, but if you've got anything left in your purse, send a little something to the Graham Steele Music Company on PayPal, just to try and keep that going. I'm very fussy about the words I write in my songs, and I try to always be very clear and succinct. I'm not trying to convert anybody by anything that I write, I'm just trying to sort of share something. But I think it's fair to say that the driving force in my approach to writing lyrics is that I like it if they rhyme. So that's about it, really. Here's a wee song about the wrong girl for the wrong reasons. Time I trying to say I can't go on like this. You seem to find a way to fix me with your kiss. I tried so hard to give you up, but the history shows I ain't had no luck. High heel shoes and your red dress on, you're the best jerk that I've ever known. Tried so hard to give you up, but the history shows I ain't had no luck. High heel shoes and your red dress on, you're the best jerk that I've ever known. I've ever known, darling. time I try to say I've had enough of this, you wiggle up to me and sway me with your hips. And I've tried so hard to give you up, the history shows I ain't had no luck. High heel shoes and your red dress on, you're the best drug that I've ever known. Tried so hard to give you up, the history shows I ain't had no luck. High heel shoes and your red dress on, you're the best drug that I've ever known. I've ever known, darling. The truth is you're way too Saturday night. The fact is I got blinded by the light of your delicious spell through my heart in a wishing well. The truth is you're one in a million. The fact is you're making me ill. Now I've had my fill of your cheap thrill. I don't need no sugar pills from you. Not from you, darling. And every time I try to say I can't go on like this, you wiggle up to me and sway me with your hips. I tried so hard to give you up, but the history shows I ain't had no luck. High heel shoes and your red dress on, you're the best drug that I've ever known. Tried so hard to give you up, but the history shows I ain't had no luck. High heel shoes and your red dress on, you're the best drug that I've ever known. I've ever known, darling. You're the best drug. I've ever known. Guys, beware. Get in over your head at your own peril. I see my good friend Leslie Rance is tuned in tonight, so I'll sing something else I don't usually sing because I know it's her favourite. Back in the day, a long time ago, in Glasgow, Michael McLelland will relate to this maybe. I had a couple of friends, and they were both bass players, which is interesting. And we were all close. We were really tight. And one of them got married to a really lovely girl, and I won't divulge names because there's a lot of Glasgow folk looking in here. So one of them got married, and our mutual friend eventually confided in me that after a period of time, he had fallen in love with our other friend's wife. And I tried to explain to him that I thought this was probably not the best idea he'd ever had. And for a long time, he did his best to kind of get on with life without thinking about our mutual friend's wife in that way. But eventually he sort of cracked and he told her how he felt. And it transpired, lo and behold, and we were all kind of shocked about this, that she had been harbouring similar feelings and thoughts. So they got together and, jumped on their horse and rode off into the sunset. And given how much pain that caused all round, it's to be hoped that it ended happily ever after for them. But it didn't actually. They didn't make it either. So this is a wee song that's been gestating since about 1979 until I wrote it just before I recorded the album last year. And I don't normally play this song, so again, forgive any difficulties in the singing or the playing. This is for Leslie in particular. This is called Cross the Line. Some kind of fate when I met you, but that don't mean that I couldn't see I had no right when I begged you that night. Cross the line and come to me. I can hear myself say this is crazy, 'cause your man's been a good friend to me. I can no more deny my own heart or desire. Cross the line and come to me. Baby, cross the line and come to me. And we can head out there, find a place we can share. Long as we'll be together, then I don't care. Nothing left here to burn, nothing left but to turn and just run before the wind. Run before the wind. I tried so many times not to tell you that I almost made myself believe. But then your kiss laid me bare, and I whispered this prayer. Cross the line and come to me. Never made any plans for the future, but the here and the now I can see. The car, I suppose, drive till we lose the road. Cross the line and come to me. Baby, cross the line and come to me. And we can head out there, find a place we can share. Long as we'll be together, then I don't care. Nothing left here to burn, nothing left but to turn and just run before the wind. And we can head out there, find a place we can share. Long as we'll be together, then I don't care. Nothing left here to burn, nothing left but to turn and just run before the wind. Long as we'll be together, then I don't care. Nothing left here to burn, nothing left but to turn and just run before the, run before the, run before the wind, before the wind. Na 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 na. That was Cross the Line. Guys, I'm going to run maybe to 9 o'clock, so I'll not do so much talking other than to say, Austin Ents, how you doing, brother? Nice to see you. Simon James Driscoll, hells yes, good for you. Martin Yates, love it. Bless you guys, thank you very much for joining me. It's boring if it's just me in a room at the top of the house singing to myself. Quite often if you're a songwriter, it's easy to reach for the pain, it's easy to reach for the sad. It just comes easier to write a song where you're complaining about your lot. And actually, if like me you're a lucky man, I don't have very much lot to complain about. This is a wee song about not just going there, and it's also trying to say sometimes when things come off the rails a bit, you've just got to wait it out. You've got to wait it out, and if people have hurt you or you've hurt people, it doesn't always help to recriminate. If you can, it helps to understand. This is a song called When the Hurt Is Done. that song in the corner, and it's waiting to be sung. It keeps on calling out to me now, 'cause it thinks that I'm the one. Pick it up and dust it down, but I am not the one. Sing it up and sing it loud about everything you've done. I know that the time will come when we will be as one again. I'll be waiting for you when the time is right, and I'll be waiting for you when you change your mind. I'll be waiting for you, 'cause I know you'll find the hurt is done. Yeah, the hurt is done. If I thought that you would hear me, I would walk you through the pain. I am focused on forgiveness. I'm not looking to lay the blame. I know you think you let us down and you wasted all the plans. I'm still your flesh, you're still my blood. I know I'm still your man. If love needs me to make this sacrifice, I know I can again. And I'll be waiting for you when the time is right. And I'll be waiting for you when you change your mind. I'll be waiting for you, 'cause I know you'll find the hurt is done. Yeah, I'll be waiting for you. I'll be waiting for you. I'll be waiting for you, 'cause I know you'll find the hurt is done. Yeah, the hurt is done. The hurt is done. That's another song I've very seldom sung. Here's a song I've never sung, and Denise will kill me for this, but I'm only going to do this because a couple of people have contacted me today to ask me if we're doing it. It is so tiny here. Normally Denise does these things with me, and she sings harmony, and she sings beautifully, a couple of lead vocals. Andrew Michel has had this song on repeat ever since we recorded it and released it. And I'm going to sing it. I've got to transpose the key, so this might very well be ugly, but let's just try. This is a song Denise normally sings. It's called Poor Excuse. There ain't no two ways about it. You mean everything to me, even though you cut me free. Thought there might not be a future, but at least I hope we had enough. Oh, somehow I can't let go echo of the moment when everything began to change and your love just slipped away. All the days I can remember, that's the one that stays with me. So tell me, how long did you even try to keep us strong? For you found your poor excuse. I'm not convinced by what you said or a single tear shed, but I still care for you. What more can I do? Where was I when you stopped trying? Stood there listening to you say you had the will but not the way. May not ever find an answer, at least I know one thing for sure. One thing for sure, I gave everything I could have till you honestly believe that you did the same for me. But still I'm waiting, still I'm hoping, still I'm so in love with you. So tell me, how long did you even try to keep us strong? For you found your poor excuse. I'm not convinced by what you said or a single tear shed, but I still care for you. What more can I do? Tell me, how long you even try to keep us strong? For you found your poor excuse. I'm not convinced by what you said or a single tear shed, but I still care for you. What more can I do? That was Denise's song, There'll Be No Supper for Me When This Is Done. She'll never forgive me. There'll be no supper, or there'll be no special cuddles for a while. Anyway, Andrew, I hope you enjoyed it. I don't sing it as good as Denise, but there you go, that's it. I'm going to wish you all a very, very happy weekend. I'm going to play you one more tune. Thank you so much, everybody who's looked in on Facebook and on YouTube. It's really kind of you to give up your time to join me. I appreciate it. I'll see you somewhere along the road. If any of you have been personally touched by tragedy as a result of what we're all enduring, you have my heartfelt sympathy. Everybody else except Dominic Cummings, stay home, keep us all safe. And I will definitely see you somewhere else along the road. If anybody wants an album, get it on the website, download it from iTunes. You're welcome to do that. It's very cheap. I've heard the whole album. It's really, really good actually. I like it. I'm going to buy one. for the light, we were waiting for the day to come. She was holding on for life, she was holding on like she never ever let me go. Something so strong had begun. She was lying next to me as the silent waves came rolling in. I was breathing in her breath as I held her hand. The moon and stars caressed her skin. I knew she was a woman. Darling, we made the whole world stand still. Darling, we always will. As the morning sun came up and I touched my lips to her sleepy eyes, lying wrapped out from the cold, more beautiful than ever I had realized. Nothing had ever felt so right. She wakened up and smiled, a smile that keeps me safe and sure. We walked along the sand, we talked for hours about everything we had before us, and our whole lives in one night. Darling, we made the whole world stand still. Darling, we always will. Yeah, we always will. We're waiting for the light, we're waiting for the day to come. She was holding on for life, she was holding on like she never ever let me go. Something so slow had begun. Darling, we made the whole world stand still. Darling, we know, yeah, we always will. Yeah, we always will. We always will. Thank you so much for giving up your time for me. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the weather. Be safe. Be happy. Big love.